Greetings, comic book friends. It is Friday, and therefore time for another edition of TGIW. Wait, TGIW. The W is for Wednesday. I missed Wednesday. I was out of town. I was out camping, so I was unable to hit up a TGIW. So it is a late edition of TGIW. I went to my local comic shops today and got my stuff. So I'm not going to miss a TGIW, even if it is on a Friday. So a little late, but it couldn't be helped. I was in the wilderness. What are you going to do? But it was important time well spent out there with me and my own thoughts, which I might get into a little bit today. All right, so this week is pretty good. So I'm getting to the sweet spot. There's 12 books here. 2 of them are oversized, magazine size. So my goal. I've said my goal is around 10, and 12 is around 10. I am actually, and I've been having a hard time getting to that around 10, which may make what I'm about to say sound completely insane, but I need to shoot lower. One of the deep conversations I had with myself while I was out there, having to do with just general, I don't know, happiness, I suppose. I'm not. I don't have enough time to read some of the old stuff. You know what I do when I go on this annual camping trip. I take a bunch of old stuff with me. I'm usually in the form of like trades. For example, I bring like an epic collection of old Silver Age stuff. In this case, it's stuff I own. But I'd rather read the older stuff in something like this where I can beat it up and not worry about it than with the actual issues. But anyway, I have so much old stuff to read, and I can't get to it because of keeping up with new stuff, and even getting down to 10. I still don't feel I have enough time unless all I do is read, which with my free time is basically all that I do, and that's just really just to keep up, and it's stressing me out. I need to be able to break away from comics a little bit. As much as I love them, I can't have everything revolving around that. So I have my I have my 3.5-page list of what I'm currently subscribed to. And I got to make some tough choices, some real tough choices. I came to the realization, and this is probably obvious to everyone, there's a lot of good stuff out there, but you just can't read it all. And it sucks, but there are more important things than not being able to read all the great stuff that's out there. So anyway, now that's out of the way. What did we get this week? All right, fun time. Maestro, War and Pax. Super great. It's a number 5. Does that mean it's the last issue, or is there number 6? I never know anymore. Sometimes limited series at Marvel are 5 issues. Sometimes they're 6 issues. So who could know? Nuclear Family number 4. Trying to remember. I do remember that I really like it. Can't remember where we left off. But it's a really great story. One of those books that not enough people are talking about. Haha number 5. This one I do know is not the last issue. There are 6 issues in this series. Every one has been absolutely fantastic. So if you're not reading Haha, make sure that you, pick up the trade when it comes out. It'll be a single 6-issue trade, I'm sure. Department of Truth number 9. Yes, number 9. Still my favorite indie book on the shelf. If you can call Image indie anymore, I don't know. Favorite non-Marvel DC book on the shelf. If you're not reading this, then, come on. There's a trade out. Get caught up. The issue, even number 1, you can get for like 20 to 30 bucks. It's not a hard series to get into, and it is absolutely fantastic. Alien number 3, also been great. Actually, one of the books that I read while I was on my trip was the Alien versus Predator Omnibus 2. Man, that stuff is bad, but it's so much fun. It's so much fun. So I'm ready to jump back into the current Alien series, the 3rd issue here. After I need to clean my palate a little bit after that 90s over the top Aliens versus Predator Dark Horse stuff. Again, I'm not. I guess I am knocking on it, but I do enjoy it. Also, I wouldn't read it, but it's that like, oh, this is so bad it's good sort of stuff. Heroes Reborn number 4. This has been great. Also pertinent because one of the other things I read on my trip was the Squadron Supreme miniseries, which this, every issue of this seems to be kind of featuring another member of the Squadron Supreme. It's really, really good. I'd never read it. I don't think the issues are hard to find if you want to read it, or there is a collected edition. It's a really, really good series. So I highly suggest that. I also highly suggest Heroes Reborn. This is good. I Breathe the Body. I keep forgetting what's going on in this and what it's about, and then I read it, and then I'm like, oh, that was entertaining. But then I immediately forget what I'm actually supposed to be reading about. It feels like they're trying to teach me a lesson, or it's supposed to be some sort of analogy for something that I'm just too stupid to pick up on. But it's pretty, so I can be, pretty pictures. I like it. Strange Adventures 10. 2 more to go after this. 2 more to go, and then don't have to worry about it anymore. That's all I gotta say. The Marvels number 2. This I might have to drop again. Whenever I talk about having to drop something, everything that I have on my list now, I really enjoy. So when I say, oh, I got to drop it, it's not because it's bad. It's just because I have too much, and I really like these series, these Marvels books, the Marvel X and the Marvel, all the ones that came before. I don't remember their name, but they all had the word Marvel in them. They're great little one-shot stories for the most part. Maybe have some sort of thread tying through all of them. They're really good. They're very Silver Agey. Now that I keep talking about it, I don't think I want to drop this because there's nothing else like it, and it really scratches that Silver Age itch. So forget I said anything about dropping it. Something Is Killing the Children, number 16. Is this what was supposed to? This is supposed to be the last issue, but then they got extended, or maybe this is 15 was supposed to be the last one. I don't remember. It's Something That's Killing the Children. It's all right. Hot take. Is Something Killing the Children good? Yes. Is Something Killing the Children great? Yes. Is it the best damn thing in the world, which is what everybody seems to think it is? No. I do think that this book is overhyped. I think in the comic community today, and I'm not saying that this falls on everyone, and certainly no one that watches my stuff because y'all real smart. But there's a lot of people out there that are buying stuff because they're being told that it's great or it's going to be valuable or whatever. I think this is one of these. Now, don't get me wrong. I know there are people out there that genuinely love this series and think it's awesome, and I get it. I see it. And I don't fault you for it. I can see where some people think this is the best thing on the shelf today. No hate. Putting everything together, is it as great as the community as a whole seems to think it is? My opinion is that it's not. Will I read it? Yeah, it is good. I'll even say it's great. It's not the next coming of comics. Anyway, end rant. The Last Ronin, issue 3. I mean, come on, this is still, it's still fantastic. This is one of those things where I don't want it to end, but I do, because it's obviously, it has to be sort of this self-contained story, but at the same time, everything is so great in it. I want it to keep going, but I don't want it to keep going because I want it to have a definitive ending. I don't know. It's tough. It's a tough life. And then the other history of the DC Universe, book 4. These are so much fun. Fun might be the wrong word. They're very good. It's a nice look at usually minority characters. It looks like we have, is it Renee Montoya who was the question for a little bit? I don't know if that is supposed to be the theme, but I think they've all so far been sort of either a recounting or retelling of the origins of minority characters. So it just leads me to believe that. But they're really good read. They're deep reads. A lot of thought goes into them for sure. Highly recommend it. Let's see what else. So then I also picked this up. I had this has been out for a while, and I saw it in a recent, probably the last time I went through previews, and decided to go ahead and order it because it was still available. This Spider-Man versus Venom animated statue. I just thought it would look really good next to the animated Hulk that I have. These two together. I just thought they look really good together. Like, I love this Hulk. I love the idea of cutesy animated Hulk, especially this with his grimace. I think is just hilarious. And this is also great. Like, if I have a Hulk, obviously I had to have Spider-Man. And this was good because for me, this is sort of a 2-in-1. It's a Spider-Man and a Venom statue in one. So I don't have to get a Spider-Man animated statue and a Venom one because it's all in one. This is number 4,119 out of 5,000. Just go ahead. So I haven't opened this yet. Which I usually do open these right away to make sure there's no damage in them, but I have to go scissors. My knife is still kind of packed. I was out camping. I had to take my knife with me, you know. You never know. You never know when a bear's going to come and you need to fight a bear with a pocket knife. Luckily, I did not have to fight any bears. There were no bears. There were a lot of bison, though. This is a little bigger than I expected it to be. Come on, buddy. Oh, this is great. This is great. This is really good. That's fantastic. Oh my God. That's so good. Let's see guys together. Yeah. Yeah, they'll look good together. Yeah, so I'm really happy with that. That's amazing. Yeah, it's a little bigger than I thought. It's bigger than the Hulk with all that Venom stuff going on. So yeah, that's everything. Actually, when I went on my trip, it was a road trip. It was a fairly extensive one. I made a bit of a loop. Sort of, I made a big circle around the Nebraska-South Dakota border, basically, in my there and back again. And I made some stops at some comic shops along the way. Part of the reason that I do this road trip every year is I go someplace different is so I can hit up different comic shops, at least just kind of in the Midwest area within a drivable distance. So I will have a video up this weekend going over, talking about the shops that I hit. and everything that I got there. I'm actually going to record that right now because while I'm at it, why not? But it will be posted probably Sunday. So stay tuned for that. But for now, that's it for TGIW. Thank God it is Wednesday. And be sure to like, comment, subscribe. And of course, don't forget to make yours Titan. This video was brought to you by Titan Comic Pressing. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Titan Comic Pressing LLC.